Welcome to the Epcotian Adventure,
a podcast where we talk about all things Disney, but we're Epcot-centered.
including tips and tricks, festivals and favorites, and the very latest in our rankings and reviews.
But we're still old enough to remember when the newest thing at Disney was Space Mountain.
This is episode 135. Here's what's coming to Disney in 2026.
Or, welcome back, Epcotians. We've missed you.
So now, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast as we embark on our Epcotian adventure.
We call it Epcot.
Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Season 4 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And we're finally doing it. It's Season 4. I mean,
we hope that you did catch our announcement that we are a week late. We missed last week. We intended to start this on the 26th of January, and we missed it by a little bit.
yeah, that's what happens when the heat goes out in your house and it's negative 20 outside. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it actually happened. And so our recording room was an icebox.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go. So we are back in the swing of things, and today we're going to be talking about all of those fun things coming to Disney in 2026.
Yes, we are. We're going to talk about some movies that are coming out, TV show, well, one TV show, and a bunch of stuff happening in the parks. And we're just going to give this our own personal spin to sort of tell you how excited we are about each of these things.
Now, of course, we're theme park based, so we're not going to start with theme parks. We want you to listen all the way through. See how that works?
That's tricky.
Yeah, we're tricky. So we're going to start with the movies of 2026 coming to Disney. Now, this is not everything that's being released by Fox, and it's definitely not everything being released by Disney. These are the hard hitters. These are the big boys that are going to be released in 2026 that really have an impact on what's going to happen in theme parks and Disney in general.
Now,
So-
I did the same thing with the list of theme park stuff as well. There are a couple of other things happening that just aren't relevant to our personal lives. There's a new Disney dance show that's opening at the studios that we don't have kids. If you're new here, let's just
That's a good
do a
point.
quick intro. We are brother and sister. We are both former cast members. If you're just finding us, welcome.
Hi.
Yeah,
And where
we're
have
so
you
glad to have
been?
you. And you're late.
And that's your problem because you're late. And you think about that next time.
And if you are returning with us, we are so, so glad and so grateful that you are back with us. And we're excited for some stuff coming up in season 4. So on that note, we are brother and sister, former cast members, and there's no kids that we take to the park on a regular basis. We've taken
Nieces
most of
and
the
nephews,
nieces and nephews,
yeah.
but they're all grown ups and have their own kids now. So
And we're over 50s. So
Yeah.
this is really a podcast geared towards everybody, because we do talk about families going to the parks and things of that nature, but we also do kind of focus on older Disney adults. And so, boom,
Yes.
that's
And-
what we found out in our demographics, too. That's who's listening to us. Thank you.
So we're glad you're here. And we do call ourselves Epcotian. We are Epcot based because that is our favorite park, but we do cover everything Disney. So you won't hear a lot of politics here or any politics
Any
here.
politics. No politics, no religion, and no sports, because, no, that's
Yeah.
where you lose everybody.
This is just a podcast for fun. We just enjoy Disney. We like to have fun with it. And we hope you do too. So on that note, let's get started. What's going on in 2026? Let's start with the movies.
So the first big one coming out is going to be Pixar's Hoppers, which will be coming out on March 6th here in just a couple of days. Weeks? I guess weeks, right, really. So this one is kind of like Avatar meets Zootopia.
This is like Avatar.
This is nothing like Avatar.
So, Sue, you have a good description of it.
I did. I just
what
pulled
do you
up
find?
the overview so we can give a general plot for these. This one is, when scientists discover a way to transform human consciousness into robotic animals, Mabel uses the new technology to uncover mysteries of the animal world that are beyond anything she could have imagined.
This one looks like fun. I think this is going to be I don't think this is going to be a monster hit, but I think this is going to be a mid-level hit for Disney for this year.
It looks like fun. It is Pixar, so bring Kleenex because there will be some reason to cry your eyes out at the end, but it looks adorable. So this one, like Rod said, is coming out in just a few weeks. Rod, on a scale of 1 to 5 not a golf balls, What are you rating this one?
This one, just for pure anticipation, for what I've seen from the trailers, I'm giving this one 3.
Ooh.
I don't have a huge expectation. It just looks like a lot of fun, so I expect that from Pixar. So I go in with all Pixar films at about a level 3. I don't think this is going to necessarily be as good as like Toy Story. I don't think it's going to be as bad as Good Dinosaur. I think it's going to be right in the middle.
Nothing was as bad as Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead, and I have a high hopes for this one. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 not a golf balls on my excitement level. I have high hopes for this. I love Pixar films as a general statement. They always get me right in the feels, and I love a good twist on a known trope.
Yeah.
The entering the animal's body sounds like fun. The whole Avatar thing, like you were saying.
Twisting reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
So I'm excited for this one.
The next big film coming out is from Fox, and that's going to be The Devil Wears Prada 2. This one's a little off the beaten track for us. Normally we wouldn't be delving into the Fox ones, like I said, but I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm a big fan of the original film. Sue, I know you are too.
I am. I love the original, and I know that they wouldn't make a sequel if they didn't have a good script, because there was no reason to continue this long later. So I have high hopes. This one comes out on May 1st. And Rod, why don't you read us that description?
So The Devil Wears Prada 2 will be coming out and reuniting both Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway, along with Emily Blunt and Stanley Tucci. This one I have big, big hopes for because the original was so good. Like you said, they're not going to do this one, hopefully, without a just stellar script. I mean, if they're going to have the witch from Into the Woods doing something, it's got to be good. So the idea for the film is it's centering around Miranda this time, navigating the decline of print journalism. With my journalism degree, I understand where she's coming from. Facing off for advertising dollars against Emily, who's now a powerful executive. This production began back in 2025 and is finally ready for release May 1st, 2026. And I can't wait. This is going to be a fun one. I have this one as 4 not a golf balls in anticipation because I think this one's going to be a hit.
I am going to agree with you. I am also at 4 for this one, 4 out of 5 not a golf balls. I am very excited for this film. This one may even be pushing into 5 territory for me. I'm pretty excited about it. Next up, we have on May 22nd the release of The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Aww.
They're getting their own film
Baby
on the
Yoda.
big screen. His name is not Baby Yoda.
I know, but that's what everybody knows him as.
I know, and he's adorable. So this one is described as: the evil empire has fallen, but imperial warlords remain scattered throughout the galaxy. As the fledgling New Republic works to protect everything the rebellion has fought for, they enlist the help of legendary Mandalorian bounty hunter and his young apprentice Grogu. I am very excited for this one. I'm going to confess, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I am old school though. So the newer stuff, I'm a little slower on. I haven't watched like any of the TV series. We've seen the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. We saw 1 season of the Boba Fett, one Book of Boba Fett, I believe it was called.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one as well. And other than that, we are so far behind on the TV series. But all that said, I'm still very excited about it. It is being directed by Jon Favreau, which of course it would have to be. And of course, Pedro Pascal is picking up the Beskar armor again to fight for the galaxy with Grogu. And I'm highly hopeful for this one. I love seeing a Star Wars film on the big screen. So this one, I'm going to give a 4. I'm not going to go into 5, but I am 4 out of 5 excited. Rod, how about you?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I loved the first 2 seasons that we saw. I'm actually giving this one a 3 because it seems like this is way too long since the last season of the show. And
well, it's just way too long since we've seen it anyway.
Well, that's, yeah. I'm giving this one a 3 not a golf balls as far as the anticipation because I think it's going to be really good. I actually have a higher anticipation for what we're going to talk about with Mando and Grogu coming to Hollywood Studios and Disneyland. We'll talk about that in the theme park section in just a moment.
All right, Rod, what's up next?
Next one is going to be Moana.
Wait, didn't we already have a Moana?
Yeah, this is another one of the live action ones that nobody asked for, but I enjoyed Lilo and Stitch, the live action. Nobody enjoyed the Snow White live action, so I don't know where this is going to fall on that ranking. I love Moana. I love the original. I have to admit I have not seen Moana 2, so this is going to be a remake of the original, and I'm looking forward to that because that's the only one I have in reference in my head. It's going to be coming out on July 10th. It stars Catherine, a Hawaiian last name that I'm not going to be able to pronounce correctly, so I'm just going to say it stars Catherine as Moana, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, of course, as Maui. He has to.
Yeah, no one else can fill that role.
Nobody else could fill those shoes, for heaven's sakes. And it's being produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda, so yay. I mean, it's going to have some quality to it.
For sure.
I'm just hoping that they got rid of the whole crab sequence, because I hate that part from the original film. I don't know what it is about the visual on that. I just don't like it.
Maybe they fixed it.
So this one I'm giving this one a 5.
Ooh.
I think, simply because I love Moana and I have high hopes for this one. I think the casting is spot on, and I think this one actually may turn everything around from what Snow White did to the live action one.
They need something to.
And what Lilo and Stitch did for live action, because that was stellar. That was a 5 out of 5, not a golf balls. I'm hoping and praying that this one does the same.
Yeah, it's weird because, again, with Lilo and Stitch, literally with every live action, no one asked for these. Nobody wants these. And yet, they keep making them. Some of them have been great. Some of them have been terrible. But, like you said, I have high hopes for this one. I'm still going with a cautious 4. So, fingers crossed on that one, because it could go either way. Up next, we are all the way to November the 25th of 2026. We have a brand new film that is going to be Hexed. This is a new story. I believe this is an original story from what I can see. And this is about an awkward teenage boy whose odd traits are revealed to be hidden magical powers, leading him and his type A mom into a secret magical world, exploring themes of celebrating being different and family bonds. So to me, this sounds like fun. The animation that I've seen, at least the concept art, I really like. It looks a little more cartoony. And I don't know if what I've seen is just concept art. I don't think I've seen an official trailer yet.
They'll probably put an official trailer with Hoppers, would be my guess.
Oh, that would be good.
So that should be out on YouTube shortly.
Yeah.
I imagine, yeah.
Yeah, they've released a teaser, but no actual trailer yet. So, like you said, I bet that'll be before Hoppers.
Is this Pixar or is this Walt Disney?
This is Disney.
This is Disney. So,
yeah.
Okay, so this is the same group that did like Zootopia and Zootopia 2 and Disney. Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think this is going to be fun. And it's coming out at the end of November. I would have thought this would have been a Halloween release just because Secret Magical Powers. I don't know.
They must not have anything other than that to go, except for the one I'm about to talk about here in just a moment. So that'll be the Christmas animated release. Like
Which
Zootopia 2 was this year.
I don't hate
last
that.
year.
So, yeah, on a scale of 1 to 5, not a golf balls, I may go 3 on this one.
I agree, just because there's not a lot known about the film yet.
Yes.
So I think a 3 is just to be optimistic is a good point on that one.
Agreed. All right, what's up next, Ron?
Well, the last one is going to be the Christmas release, and that's Avengers Doomsday. This is I don't even know where this fits into the Marvel universe anymore. There's been so many versions of the Marvel universe. Multiverse. I kind of lost track. I guess I'm at the age now where I feel like I'm all Marveled out. So I'm looking forward to another one that's on the scope of Endgame, which is what this really is. This is supposed to be bringing the whole Marvel universe back together, including the original Captain America. I am looking forward to this film because I loved Endgame, and that was kind of like the last great Marvel film for me. So I have very high hopes for this. I'm going to give it 4 not a golf balls, simply because I'm not as big a fan of the MCU as I used to be, but I hope that I'm going to be after this film.
That is wise. I am with you. We are several films behind as well on the Avengers, but I love when they all get together. I love a good Avengers movie. I just do. I like it when they're individual and they're good. I like them when they're all together. They're just fun. I love a good action hero movie. So I am cautiously optimistic about this one as well. And I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 5 on my scale.
Oh, wow. Optimistic.
I
like
am
that.
Optimistic. I think, again, I don't think there's a reason to do this one if they're not going to do it right.
My only qualm about this film is the fact that it's a Christmas release and not a summer release.
But
These
families
films
are off.
Well,
So
that's
it could
true.
be a family film. I mean, they are family films. Okay, so next up on our list, we're going to hop over to TV. And there are some new kids shows starting. There are some new Star Wars series starting. We're not talking about those because those we're so far behind on the Star Wars, and we don't have kids here, so we are just going to talk about one tiny little show.
Two things. I want to bring up that Zootopia 2 is now available on Disney Plus. So that's huge because I'm a huge Zootopia fan, and Zootopia 2 we only got to see one time in the theater, as opposed to Zootopia, which I think we saw 12 times in the theater.
Yeah.
We lost count after a while, so I am really looking forward to being able to watch that on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I want to see that one again too. I wish we had seen it another time on the big screen because it's just fun to go to the movies. But if you haven't seen Zootopia 2 and you're a fan of the first one, give it a shot for sure. It was good fun. So the TV show that we are going to talk about, and just very, very briefly, is Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, I thought you were going to say season 4 of The Traitors.
Season 4 of The Traitors.
Because, I mean, The Traitors, come on.
Ah, dear me. What treachery awaits us this season.
Okay, that's not Disney.
That's not
Universal, but...
And that's out now. And I can't wait to see it. We're
I
waiting.
can't wait.
No spoilers.
Yeah,
we're
we're
waiting till it's done.
binge this one.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't
so.
watched The Traitors, we're so off track because it is not Disney, but oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with The Traitors.
I wish it was Disney. I'll put it that way.
So much fun. Ooh, we should do an episode where we cast a version of Disney villains going into The Traitors. Or not just villains. Not just villains.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, that would be fun.
Oh, I like that. We'll
Okay,
have to we'll work
soon.
on that. Oh, that may be for Halloween.
Ooh, we'll workshop that.
We'll workshop that, yeah.
But Only Murders in the Building, season
6.
Season 6. Can you
Oh my
believe that?
gosh, how many people are they going to kill?
This is turning into a bloodbath.
So this is coming out in the fall. It is on Hulu. And if you don't have Hulu, it's worth it just to get this series. It is for grown-ups. There is a lot of language, and they're killing people a lot because it's murders. But it is so much fun. It's Martin Short and Steve Martin and Selena Gomez, and the three of them together are just pure magic.
And they do a podcast.
They do a podcast called Only Murders in the Building. We're not going to talk about the plot of season 6 because it will contain spoilers if you have not completed season 5. So nothing at all about it. But oh my gosh, watch this show.
And this is not one that you can come in and just pick up a season you haven't watched. So start at season 1 and watch it all the way through. Otherwise, the beginning of each of the seasons that you're going to see out of order aren't going to make sense.
And because it's on Hulu, they are very, very bingeable. And each season is is it 10 episodes? It's not very many episodes.
Yeah, and each episode's usually around 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, and they're not a set length because Hulu. They don't have to.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, highly. This is like a 10 on my scale of 1 to 5.
Oh, yeah, this is 100 for me, too. I
cannot wait.
All right, it's time for the theme parks. Hey! All right, so theme parks are going to be getting a whole bunch of new stuff. Everybody, I think, if you're listening to this podcast and you're a regular Disney fan or aficionado or cast member, you probably already know about these, but we're going to give you our take and our kind of opinions on these.
And it'll just be a nice rundown of what's happening this year.
Exactly.
Not announcements, but things that are actually happening.
So this summer, Disney's Hollywood Studios is getting a remake of Rock and Roller Coaster. Aerosmith has retired, and the Muppets have taken over.
Yay!
They've been kicked out of their own little village and moved over to Rock and Roller Coaster, which, it's funny, we talked about this in a previous episode, how we wished it would happen, and Disney must be listening because there you go, it's happening.
We should go back through our episodes and find where we've said stuff that is actually coming true now.
I'm sure it's because of us. They just love us so much, yes.
But I think our first Disney Are You Listening episode contained this.
Oh, yeah.
This on our wish list, and it's actually happening this summer.
I would give this one a 5. Because I cannot wait. I love Rock and Roller Coaster, first of all. I'm hoping that they put the new Vekoma restraints on those trains that have the vest on it instead of the head-banging ones that have been on it for decades while it's down. Disney, if you're listening, please do this.
That would be
Please
nice.
do this. I'm getting too old. Please do this. It'll make it so much more rideable. But having Dr. Teeth and Electric Mayhem be the focus of this attraction, that's a 5 for me. No way. I love that.
I am so excited for this. Like we said, we've been talking about this change for a long, long time. I know a lot of people are taken off guard by the fact that they're putting Muppets in, but we are stoked. We can't wait. So yes, this is a 5 on mine as well. Next up, also at Hollywood Studios, we're going over to Animation Courtyard, and unfortunately, all of the Star Wars meet and greets have gone away, and in its place, there's going to be a couple of new things. So one of the things is the Magic of Disney Animation. This is going to be sort of a callback to the original animation tour that you could do. And I'm super excited about that. That was featuring Walter Cronkite and Robin Williams, if you want to know how long ago that was.
Wait a minute, you're Walter Cronkite. And that's the way it is. Hold on, Walter. Can you just a moment? How you doing? Name's Robin. Nice to be you, but you can call me Chuck.
And we loved that, so we're excited for sort of an updated version of a behind-the-scenes look at animation. And then an exhibit called Drawn to Wonderland. And I'm not really sure of the scope of this, but it's going to be something about being able to wander through Wonderland with photo ops and meet and greets and bizarre little twists and turns here and there. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm a huge Alice fan, so I'm very excited to experience Wonderland in a new way. So on a scale of 1 to 5, Rod, Animation Courtyard update?
I'm going to give this one a 3. I like the idea that it's going to be like the Walt Disney Studios now in that one little sub area. I think that's a great use of that space. However, I haven't seen enough of what's going to be there yet till I actually experience it. I'm going in with not trepidation. I'm just going in with expectations of I've seen how some of these things that get blown up in the media ahead of time. I'm looking at you, Epcot, Festival Center, and then what we get. So I'm just saying that. So 3 not a golf balls.
I am going to agree with you on that. I'm also going to give it a 3. They're taking out Star Wars, which I dearly love. I loved meeting Chewie. I loved meeting Darth Vader, Kylo Ren. I loved meeting the whole gang. But they're replacing it with one of my other favorite IPs, which is Alice in Wonderland. So that's a toss-up for me. When we hear more, I'll be more excited, I think. But right now, I'm going to live at a 3.
And then we're getting a brand new attraction from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So it's a new attraction from a long time ago. That's
how does that
weird.
work?
I don't know. Anyway, back
the
to
magic
Mando
of
and...
Disney.
Yeah. Mando and Grogu are coming to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So you'll be able to not only see Mando and Grogu and get a brand new attraction out of it, a brand new, I don't want to say film, because it's real, it's Star Wars. But the engineer will then also now have a bigger part to play in the attraction in that the engineer, the one only person from the single rider line sitting in the back, will get to have a say in what's going to happen, where you're going to go.
I love that.
I think it's a great idea. Finally make that position do something more than just push button.
And this opens on May 22nd, which is the same day that the Mando and Grogu film opens. So they'll be either at a park or a movie theater near you on May 22nd, which is kind of fun. Rod, scale of 1 to 5?
This one I've got a big old 5 on. I love the original attraction. It's just become like Circle Vision where just you've seen it, you know. And it just feels like old technology all of a sudden. And it's not. It's really amazing technology, and putting a brand new adventure in there with Mando and Grogu and a new way of having somebody say where it's going to go. Kind of like Horizons in a little bit, where you could pick your own adventure at the end. I kind of have a feel that's what this is going to be like. So I'm going to give this a big old 5.
Any choose your own adventure I'm a fan of, so I have high hopes for that. Mando and Grogu, I'm not sure about adding them in and taking over. I enjoyed the original, but that said, I'm hoping that in place of Chewie mode in the current version, that there will be something similar, and I think that would be fun to have a full-on Yoda version, or a Darth Vader version, or Kylo Ren version.
What you did.
I guess Kylo would be more in line. But anyway,
well, yeah.
I think it would be really fun to have a secret code in there that you could do, like the Chewie mode in the current version. So we'll see.
We're getting 2 big things for Magic Kingdom. Sue, please tell me, because the first one always closes every time we go.
I know.
And so by the time we get to go next time, it will be open.
Well, don't jinx it. But in the spring of 2026, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is reopening with its new updates. So it will feature Rainbow Caverns, which looks gorgeous. I'm very excited about that. We're cautiously hoping that they're going to put in some of the effects from the Disneyland version.
Dynamite Goat.
And we're hoping for Dynamite Goat.
Oh, come on, Dynamite Goat.
I mean, I love that he only lives at Disneyland, that he's special there. But, come on.
Well, Rainbow Caverns harkens back to the original Mine Train at Disneyland.
Which was one of your favorites.
That was my favorite as a kid. Oh my gosh, I loved that attraction. And the fact that they're bringing it into Magic Kingdom now makes me wonder if they're going to try to tie the two storylines a little bit closer together.
That would be fun.
I'm big old 5 not a golf balls for me on this one.
Same with me. I'm excited. It's my favorite roller coaster at Magic Kingdom by far, or actually at all the parks, I think. I love it. I think it beats Space Mountain, I think. Anyway, it's my favorite. I just think it's a good time. So, big old 5 for me.
Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin over in Tomorrowland is getting a big glow up, and that's going to open up this spring as well. And that is just a redo of the original attraction with a new character at the beginning to kind of give you more of a feel of testing the waters, much like you can do in Toy Story Mania. And I'm going to give this one a big 5 too, because I love the original attractions. We've been on them in Paris, in Tokyo, Disneyland, and Florida. Biggest thing, though, is you'll be able to pick up the gun and shoot like you can at Disneyland. Oh, my gosh.
Huge. And at Disneyland, the targets are different shapes and different colors. They're not all the same target. So I believe they're going to fix that as well so that you know what you're shooting at. I think this is going to be a huge glow up. It's going to be a big plus, and I'm very excited. I'm going to give this one a 4 just because Buzz Lightyear isn't as big of a deal to me as Big Thunder Mountain. So this one's a 4 for me, but I'm still very, very excited for it. Moving over to Animal Kingdom. Now, I know we said we don't take kids, but I have to mention this one because it's kind of a big deal.
Well, it is to our nieces.
In the summer of 2026, we're going to have some new meet and greets, and that is going to be Bluey and Bingo. And they are coming to Animal Kingdom so that you can meet them and hug them and love on them. And I know a lot of little kids are going to be super excited about that. I believe they're also coming to Disney Cruise Line.
I've heard that as well. And
yeah.
I believe Disneyland somewhere. I haven't heard exactly where yet, but yeah. Bluey and Bingo are Australian. It's not a Disney-created animated series. It's actually Australian that Disney has picked up the marketing rights for. And they're adorable. I mean, come on.
And they're huge.
Oh, yeah.
I've also heard that if you have a puppy at home, that this is a great show to leave on for them because something in the way that they talk is soothing to your puppy. We haven't tried it, but Molly, would you like that?
Over at Epcot and at Disney California Adventure, Soarin' Across America will be opening this spring and this summer, depending on where you're going. It'll be this spring at the Land Pavilion at Epcot and this summer at California Adventure. And this is just version 3, basically. We've talked about this in just a previous episode right at the end of last season. Make sure and go back and listen to that to hear our predictions.
That was episode number 131.
Yeah, well, only 4 episodes ago then. Yeah. That's crazy. It seems like longer than that.
Well, it was months ago.
That's what happens when you take off the winter. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm a huge Soarin' fan. When I worked at California Adventure, it was one of the attractions I got to schedule. I didn't get to work it, but I did get a backstage view of it, and it's your mom's favorite ride. And it was our mom's favorite ride. So
it was.
I'm a big old 5 Nautic golf balls for Soarin' Across America.
And I'm super excited as well. I am also giving this one a 5. I can't wait for a new version. And also at Epcot, they are updating Frozen Ever After. So over in the Norway Pavilion / Arendelle Pavilion, I guess, because Frozen. But they are updating the animatronics like they've done in Hong Kong, where the faces actually have movement and it's not just the projection. And I'm super excited about that. I found that that's happening this month in February. Is that actually true? I think it's happening really soon.
Yeah, it's not going to take them that long because it's literally an animation switch out. They're going to switch out the animated characters in the attraction, which it does not take as long as you think it could. When I worked Pirates and Mansion and all that back in the day, we would see characters disappear and reappear overnight. So this one is going to be, I think, not as anticipated of a change. And if you've never been on the attraction, you won't even know this happened. And I'm looking forward to it just from the technology standpoint. The projected face, I think when it first went in, was groundbreaking, but it's too one-dimensional. So
and it just doesn't match as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you know that you're looking at a projection.
And if it goes out, it's creepy as all get out.
So creepy.
So like nightmarish. So replacing it with the newer animatronic face and articulated faces that they have from Hong Kong, I think is brilliant.
And I did just look it up to verify. It did close on January 26th, and it's expected to reopen in February 2026. So that's crazy.
Literally in just weeks. Well, folks, that's what's coming to Disney in 2026. I hope you're as excited as we are. Let us know down in the comments what you're most excited about coming to Disney parks, film, television. It's going to be a fun year.
Is there anything that's happening this year that we didn't talk about that you think we should have thrown in there? Let us know that too.
Before we go, we'd like to give a big thank you to the Phoenicians. Thank you, Phoenicians.
Thank you, Phoenicians. And don't forget to rate, review, like, share, and subscribe. It really does help other people find us. You can find us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Epcotian Adventure is a $1,000 brunch production and a proud gold member of D23. Thanks for joining us today for episode 135 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And welcome to Season 4.
Bye.
Thank the Phoenicians.
Before we go, we'd like to make sure and thank the Phoenicians. So thank you, Phoenicians.
I'm sorry, what?
You think we should?